My plan A is to be the greatest musician I can possibly be. To add so much to the culture of hip hop and to music as a whole, as much as I possibly can.
What's up? This is Unique from that'senuff.com, and I'm sitting on the roof of Flex Studio with Glasses Malone.
Yeah. I feel like Juice, like Tupac. Bishop, somebody gonna push me off the top of this motherfucker.
I have a game for you.
Sure.
It's called Where I Was At.
Yeah.
It's like a play on where your ass is at.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll give you, I guess, a lyric or a phrase, and I want you to tell me where you were at in that time of your life.
Sure.
So the first one is when Eazy-E spit, cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah. My mom had a GTA, a Pontiac, a Trans Am. It was a turbo. And we was in Compton. I lived in Compton when that song came out, actually. So we was going home, and she had got it from somebody. I don't remember, somebody on the streets. And she put it in, and I remember hearing it. It was kind of crazy. I was about 5 or something when that came out. So, but yeah, we was in the GTA, the turbo GTA, white too. It was nice.
And the second one is even more recent.
Sure.
And I'm going to pick YG and Ty Dolla $ign for this one. And I met her in the club.
I was in the party.
I said, what's up?
Yeah, that's a classic. And a lot of people don't want to admit that, but Tooted and Booted is like the holy grail of West Coast rap today right now. Nobody ever will admit it, but I'm going to admit it. But we was at a party. We was actually it was a place off of Robertson and Pico. And it was a club, and it was packed. And I remember which DJ dropped it. I think it was Cali dropped it. I don't remember DJ Cali, but I remember hearing that, and Ty coming on. And it was like, damn, this is kind of crazy. And my boy Pun, you know what I'm saying? He kept playing it over and over again. But I won't lie, we knew it was something special. It was kind of weird hearing it because, you used to hearing somebody rap, not so much somebody's style like how YG is able to do. So we was in the club, and I remember that's a really special time, actually. That record is really important, too, so that was kind of tight.
So you were signed to Cash Money.
My whole career, I was signed to Cash Money.
And then you took a break.
Yeah. I wanted to learn music. I didn't want to get caught up just being somebody in this business and just being a vocalist, being a rapper. So I learned how to play the bass guitar, engineer, DJ. Shout out to my DJ Head, and my whole team, Tommy, Gymnase, Metro. I learned how to produce and just start learning about music. I started making it be my priority, not just being a MC, but a musician. So it was 3 years. It was a long break, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
When you made that conscious decision, did you have to leave Cash Money to do it, or?
Yeah. I mean, to me, I did. Maybe I didn't. But to me, I did. Cash Money is a full-fledged machine at this point. It's not really the like how Smack would be. It's not the proving grounds, It's really the top level. You got Lil Wayne. You got all the history with Juvie, BG, Turk, Stunner. Big Time is Fresh. Everybody, and then you got. Lil Wayne still today. You got Drake and Nicki Minaj, and it's the top level. You got Tiger. You had the top people that had their situation figured out. So that ain't where you learn at. So I had to take away some of the comfortability because you get comfortable over there. I had to pull my comfort zone away, and it was too comfortable there. So I definitely had to get away from Cash Money to do it.
Did you feel like you didn't deserve to be there?
100%. No way. I didn't. I mean, what's funny is everybody makes a big deal out of the Cash Money records, and that's tight. That's probably the greatest rap label of all time, maybe. Even more than Death Row and everything else. But Motown, I was signed to Motown through Universal, and the history in Motown, with Berry Gordy and all that stuff, like Temptations and Smokey Robinson, all that stuff that my grandfather and them used to play, I was a part of that history, so I really didn't deserve it, let alone legends like Juvie, Fresh, and Wayne and them, but to be on the same label as where Smokey Robinson or the Temptations or Marvin Gaye, you know what I'm saying, and not know anything about music. It was disrespectful. So, I definitely didn't deserve to be on that platform at all. I really had to go out, learn, and earn it. To me, I had to do it for myself.
When the whole T.I. and Hillary thing started,
Mm.
and you tweeted that words like sexist and equality eliminates the word chivalry when it comes to men and women.
Yeah.
Break that down.
Just the concept of chivalry in general is treating a woman special because of a specific reason, and that is because you don't compare her to equal. You give her your jacket because in theory you should have thicker skins and thicker bone, but if you guys are literally equal, why give her my jacket? Maybe you throw your jacket on the puddle because you don't want her ankles to be subjected to that water, and you throw your jacket down because maybe she gets cold a little easier. A lot of this country was built on a certain level of chivalry, and you're taught your whole life, to have this chivalrous attitude towards women, to one day tell them, hey, you're equal. And if you say T.I. said he couldn't vote for a woman to run the free world, he couldn't vote for a woman to run the free world like Hillary Clinton, we shouldn't crucify him for it. I mean, that's the upbringing of today's man. Today's man is, the righteous men were brought up to say a woman is not your equivalent. You need to take care of her. You need to provide for her. But if you constantly saying she's your equal, then what's the purpose of that? Why should I not, if me and a woman have a disagreement, and because sometimes as men we have disagreement, we sometimes decide to make it physical. But if she's a woman and we're equal, then what's really the issue with literally you dealing with her in that same manner? So I don't think you should practice equality and then also ask for chivalry. Like they're literally like almost contradicting ideas, because just because she has a vagina doesn't deserve, by the same standard, she doesn't deserve special treatment because she has a vagina. That's what people are trying to get society to realize, but then at the same time pull back for different reasons.
So with equality, you see it as all around instead of like what it's meant to be. Because I know
I don't even believe in equality.
That's
like stupid as shit. Like, people are different. I don't treat everybody equal. I can't treat a kid like an adult. I don't even treat a white person like a black person per se. I have to, every experience should be customized for who the person it is you're meeting. So the whole idea behind equality is just ignorant. It's without knowledge. That's why you literally don't treat people the same. I mean, I understand the police do it in the same way, and their experience has taught them that, black people are a bit aggressive. So, they make mistakes. But that's not the fact that that's their fault. It shouldn't be those police in the neighborhood dealing with those people. So I don't believe in equality. I treat everybody different. I treat everybody with a certain level of compassion per who they are. And I definitely treat women different than I treat men. They are not my equal. You know what I'm saying? They're not. I'm put here on earth to make their life, a little easier than mine. And whoever doesn't agree with it is fucking stupid. Straight up. Like, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton shouldn't be the president of the free world. Don't crucify T.I. for how we were raised as men. At the end of the day, if she wins, that's great. If she really doesn't matter, still gonna be fucked up. I mean, for some people gonna like her as president and some people not. And no different than if it was some male. If it was Barack Obama, some people like him and some people don't. But we shouldn't crucify, that's my issue. We shouldn't crucify our own or people in general because they were brought up a certain way. So I think that's silly.
Okay, and
why, do you agree with that? You not like that?
I get what you're saying, but I 100% don't agree with you. Equality, because I base it off like civil rights. Like, what they fought for was equal pay. What they fought for was equal rights, and just to be treated like a human being and not sub someone else. It's like a beautiful idea.
I don't want to be treated like an Irish person. I'm not an Irish person. I don't want to be treated like a European. I'm not European. I don't want to be treated like a Russian. I'm not Russian. I don't want to be treated like them. Treat me like the person in front of you. I don't want equal treatment. I want treatment that's subjective to who I am to you. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I understand what you're saying, but I agree. Like, the woman's rights was all about equal pay for equal work. But in somewhere it became equality, and equality represents a mass amount of things. So then say equal pay, but also, like I say, everybody wanted when it's good. You know, you want the equal pay, you want the equal political rights, but you don't want a police to treat you the way he would treat me.
But some do.
I don't believe no woman in this world wants to be treated like a man.
No, but when you say you don't want women don't want to be treated the same way by police, but as black women they still do.
No, they do not. It's totally different. Even in the worst cases, and I understand that black women are actually mistreated, but it's a far cry from how black men are treated. We got to stop lying to be politically correct. It's not fucking cool. It's actually fucking tacky, and it's like ridiculous. It's obvious that black women are not treated the same way as black men. It's just slave masters slept with black women. Slave masters hung and destroyed black men. This is a total different things, and that's not to say some black women didn't get hung on a plantation. I mean, we just sure know the number is different. So let's, fuck politically correct. Let's just be honest and genuine, and therefore we could deal with some real problems.